Hello, hello, Souls of the Living. It's Rain here, and today we are going to be playing Honkai. But we're not just going to be playing Honkai. I'm going to be showing you what you should be doing every day in Honkai, especially when you get to those higher adventure ranks. So, there's a lot of endgame content in Honkai, something that Genshin really needs. And I'm going to be showing you a couple of things that you should be doing if you want to keep building up and getting stronger. Like, for one, when you reach level 81, you unlock the pre-arms in your forgery, which allow you to just make way better versions of the weapons you got from the gacha and stuff. And for some of them, you don't even need the weapon from the gacha. You can use pretty much any weapon that you got lucky enough to get, you know. But some you do need the specific weapon. But that's not always the case. I definitely recommend doing this, especially for your main DPS. Weapon that I'm currently working on getting is, of course, Salvation of Sakura. It's an insane weapon. Definitely think you should get it if you have the base form, Sakura's Bloom, especially for those ice bosses. Alright, so some of the main things that I personally think you should be doing is this entire page right here. Elysian Realm Insane Rewards. The Mirage, I definitely think you should be doing, especially for if you have, say, a Valkyrie like Eden or Elysia. You can't just get their stigmas from here. All you have to do is keep on playing and getting those higher ranks and getting these purple gems here for Eden's. And you need the gray ones from the Fuhua dungeon for Elysia's. You basically craft a stigma from a starter stigma using the lower rank ones, and then the medium rank ones using the stigma you just crafted. And see, I actually just crafted this one, this one, not too long ago, and I'm almost ready to get to do its final upgrade in Eden's stigma. Whoops. Here's the 4 different dungeons with the 4 different types: the physical dungeon, the lightning dungeon, the fire dungeon, and the ice dungeon. Of course, there's the 4 types in Honkai, so makes sense. I'm actually going to be playing some, so you'll get to see that. I know not everyone has unlocked this specific Spiral Abyss yet. There are a couple different types of Spiral Abyss in Honkai. This is just one of them. You can change them. It basically will ask you which one you want to do next week. I usually pick this one because it's pretty short, plus it gives you stuff to upgrade stuff with pre-arms. So I'm going to show you basically how to do it. We are going to be running our Raiden team, of course. I feel like we should throw Eden in just because she's got a bonus this week. Although I don't think I'll be able to play Eden on the computer very well, because we are on PC, which is why Rain is here. So basically how this works is there are 4 rounds. One that get harder and harder, but within those 4 rounds, there are actually 5 rounds, or I guess groups of enemies. And I gotta say, I've been actually loving playing on the keyboard, especially with the better graphics. It's been a lot of fun. Something I noticed, after using the weapon skill on Bella, Unikata, however you want to say it, I think it actually increases how long you can stay on her. And I know I've been calling her Unikata because that's the name that technically Raiden gave her, or renamed her, but she's Bella. We all know her as Bella, the dragon who was loyal to Herrscher of the Void. however you want to call her. She's still the same beauty. I just realized I haven't used anyone else yet. I am not doing rotations. Whoops. You really should do rotations, because man, that is literally what Honkai is about. But it's really hard to memorize everyone's rotations, especially on the keyboard, because they're so weird keys. I probably won't get a very good score on this one, especially with the fact that I don't think my Seven Thunders is as good as Raiden's signature weapon. Because I have I have them both pre-armed now, but Raiden's signature I think is level 60, and this one's level 50 because I haven't upgraded the pre-arm yet. Because it's expensive and there's so many other weapons that I also want to pre-arm, and it's a little bit of a grind, but I'm definitely telling you it's worth it. The difference between a pre-armed weapon and a normal weapon is insane. But I just love using the sword skill on Kurikata Bella. Alright, so yeah, that's how it works. So there's 5 groups of enemies, and then once you beat the first one, you can move on to the second one, obviously, and you get these rewards. So you get 25 gems for the first one, 25 gems for the second one, and the pre-arm upgrade material. And then you also get the challenge coins, or whatever they're called, for the challenge shop, and 50 more gems. Very nice. So when you go to start now, this one's done, you can move on to this one, and then you do this one, and then this one you unlock after doing the first one, and it's usually a different element. See, this one's a fire one than the others. I'm not going, I of course will complete it off screen, but we have a couple other things to get through. Do the events. Haxor's Bunny's event's back. The only reason I'm not going super hard in this is because I've already done Haxor's Bunny's event when it first came out. Of course, there are more to it now, like Silver Wings in here now, which is really cool. And the rewards are really good. Get the gems, get the fragments, get the skin if you don't have it. I personally don't really like that one, so I never really tried, but I probably will this time. This one's really good for Gricio. It gives this skin that I actually really want, so I should probably do the event. Haven't really started it yet. I'll get to it. There's still a couple days left. I will power through probably the last day, let's be real. The co-op stuff, if you are under level 70, you'll only have these two unlocked. But if you are above level 70, 88 is of course the max level, you get to do this one, which honestly, it's only one round. You do it with other people. I don't know if we can get into one fast enough. Oh, yeah, people are already here. Okay, we'll do it real quick then. Where is Aponia? Aponia sweeps on these things, by the way. Hi! How are you? Ah, oh, rude. I'll try to get people in here as fast as possible. Spina Astra. Ooh. Man, I wish I had her weapon. She's so good if you have her weapon. I unfortunately could only pull for her, or I can't remember. I think I wasted everything on Durandal, and I didn't even get one of Durandal's stigmas. So yeah, Aponia is really easy to use, and she does so much damage. She is probably the best lightning unit in the game, especially for multiple enemies. It's kind of insane how much damage she does without even really having to do anything. Especially if you have like her weapon and her stigmas. I have 2 of her stigmas. Wish I could have got the 3rd one, but not the end of the world. Her ultimate is also very insane, but on little co-op battles like this is actually pretty hard to get. I'll show you her main, like, she kind of just attacks. Her normal attacks, they're nice. They're not like super impressive. I wish she had a little bit of a more complex gameplay, but because I just love her so much, she's my main. She is actually the only Valkyrie I have max 3 arms. MVP, let's go! Oh man, Aponia. Like, look at the damage difference. Aponia's insane. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright. Oh. I was saving this for you guys too, by the way. Not you. You. Finally! We did it! SS Rosemary. I really gotta get her weapon up too. I think it's sitting at a not too chill 35 because I just haven't been upping it. I don't really need to now that Eden is just like taking her spot as the better lightning support, so I upgraded Eden's first. Whoops. Some other things that you should probably do daily, of course, you can also do these. Do this real quick. These are basically your like one-time daily missions that give you really good rewards. And most of the time you don't even have to do them. And then of course expeditions. Expeditions are the same as like they are in Genshin. You just do them real quick and you get upgrade materials and stuff for your characters. Or you can even actually have them grind for characters fragments to upgrade them or unlock them. It's really nice. Chariot and Yamabuki are on here. They're both very good, especially early game, because they are the only 2 shielders in the game, I think. Sakura Rondo, very good. Night Squire's pretty good. Sealy, early game, one of the best units in the game. Raven's even on here. I already have her SSS though, because she is available in the Elysian Realm rewards, so it was actually very easy to SSS her. Like, she came out and I had her SSS'd in like 2 months. Which I know probably sounds like a long time, but like, for other Valkyries, especially for ones you're grinding, it can take a lot longer. Like, Fallen Rosemary I've had for almost a year, and I just got her to SS, so... should probably do one of the events, but I don't know how long this video is going to be, so, and I don't want it to be too long, so most of the stuff I'm doing will be off screen. If you guys haven't beaten the open worlds yet, they are insanely good. Free XP. I still actually have stuff to do in a post Honkai Odyssey. If you guys haven't seen a post Honkai Odyssey, it's so hard to say sometimes. You probably should. It is insanely fun. Pretty much every character in a post Honkai Odyssey has aerial combat, and only I think 3 units in the game have aerial combat, so that of course being Herrscher Flame Scion, Silverwing Bronya, and Carol. I believe that's all. If you have Herrscher the Void, especially if you just started, because I think you get her just by playing the game now. I think after beating chapter 2 or something, the game just gives you her or something. She's gonna be in Elysian Realm, so she'll be one of the units you can use in Elysian Realm soon. I know a lot of people's biggest complaint about Elysian Realm is you can only use certain units in it. Yeah, I know how it works. I have most of them 15'd. And they're usually the new units, like Miss Pink Elf, Mobius, Hershers. It's weird that it took them this long to put Hersher the Void in here, because they have Hersher Flame Scion, Thunder, Reason, they even have Senti in here. But yeah, there's only so many units that you can use in Elysian Realm. Some of them are pretty free to play friendly, like Fischl and Valkyrie Gloria, even Eden. But you just miss out on a lot of rewards, like if you don't have premium units, like the Hershers. And I get that complaint, I do. But the problem with the Elysian Realm is they're trying to get the new units in here, because most people play as the new units. But they have been starting to go back and put some of the older units in, which I appreciate. Alright, so Elysian Realm. There are 3 chapters. Oh shoot, I thought you could change the chapter by clicking on it. Is it missions? Yeah, chapter 1, 2, and 3. Do the missions. They'll give you these. Helps you upgrade in Elysian Realm. You go in here. This is kind of the endgame content of the Abyss. You pick which battlesuit still needs to finish its last mission, or all 3 of them maybe. And you just start getting all of these gems for completing them. It's really nice. You can also do these missions in the weekly progress missions. This one I definitely recommend doing. I've been trying to do 1.7, but I actually haven't been able to yet. So maybe we'll make a video of when we just do it together. So 1. I don't understand that. Maybe it's because I've been trying to use Eponia, and Eponia is not really a boss killer. She's a multiple enemy killer. And she's my main, so maybe that's why I'm having like such trouble doing it. Valkyries, you can do these little buffs. Enemies take. That's actually 30. Valkyries, total damage increase. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll just do the 2. I don't know if we're going to do this whole thing. I'm just going to show you how Elysian Realm works real quick. So you have your main DPS, and then you can also bring your elf. Now, you should only have one of these when you start chapter 1, but after you beat chapter, I think 2 or 3, you unlock the second one that you are allowed to bring, which do something different. So this one increases the chance of that specific person's stigma coming up. This one is actually a support one. I like Mobius's because it connects all the enemies together, so if you hit Mobius's doll that she places down, it does damage to all of them, which is very nice. And then your supports, you should definitely pick around, well, what do you need? Of course, if you're doing ice, I would bring Haxor Bunny Branya, or, man, I'm going to say her name wrong. I can't say her name. Pedophilis? I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry. I like to bring Sage Fuhua for the elemental boost, and I like to bring Eclipse because she helps you fight. She's just an on-field help attack. There are other supports that you might want to bring, like, I'm pretty sure Thunder Empress just straight up gives you SP at the start of a battle. Eponia games total Illusion Summon. This is the one that I always go for first. It allows you to not have to use her weapon skill. It just lets an illusion of her use her weapon skill instead, so you can do damage on the side too. Usually, if their Valkyrie Stigma is in Elysian Realm, that's the one you want to go for, because it is really good for them usually. Like Mobius, of course, wants Mobius' Stigmas, but Eponia also wants Mobius' Stigmas, but she also wants her own, mainly for her core. Eponia's core is pretty insane for lightning damage dealers. So, that's pretty much it. You come in, you fight all the waves of enemies. There are 17 floors. This is floor 2. After you defeat them, because of whose room it is, you unlock a skill, basically. I don't know if anyone was here for the Shiki Taisho event in Genshin, but that's basically what Elysian Realm is. It's pretty nice. And it's a lot of fun. You get to learn a lot about the characters that are in Elysian Realm. So yeah. There's also an Oponia boss who is insanely hard, and I am literally trying to beat her on a higher difficulty. And I think I'm going to make a whole video of me just trying to beat her on 1.7, which is technically hard mode. And then 2.0 is also hard mode, but it's like a hard, like, I don't know the difference between 1.7 and, I don't know the difference between 1.7 and 2 because they're both hard mode. I think the stigmas are just, the better stigmas for that Valkyrie are more rare or something, so it takes more attempts or something. Because that's what it definitely seems like. It doesn't, the enemies don't seem particularly more difficult in 1.75 and, shoot, I gotta learn to use the keyboard. Attack, I'm wasting time. But you get a lot of rewards for completing Elysian Realm, especially the trial. I think you get like 200 gems, 250 gems for completing it on 1.5, I think. And of course you get more for doing it on higher difficulties. For every entity summoned, total damage bonus, enemies take, Valkyrie takes, Valkyrie increases. I'm gonna take enemy takes more damage. Of course, the one you're really looking for from Mobius's is getting your supports back faster, and I think they have like a 60% increase in damage or something. But because I have that sigil for Mobius, it'll allow me to get 1.72, I think, 72% damage bonus for my support Valkyries. Mobius is very good, like very good for pretty much anyone. Same with Kevin's. Kevin's is also really good for pretty much anyone. Kevin's, his stigmas, kits or whatever are based around, what was it? Ultimate. After using your ultimate, you do more damage. So it's very good for like Raiden, very good for Hersher of Reason, anyone who has an Hersher Sentience too, anyone who basically has a second form after using their ult. For someone like Flame Scion, it would not be very good, and I'm saying that because Hersher or Flame Scion would definitely lose out on damage after using her ult, because you can't use her Hersher form. You can't use her Hersher form after her ult right away. And by the time you can, damage bonus is gone, so you're really, she can't really utilize it. Elysia's are the best stigmas. They are specifically for a certain Valkyrie, which I think is why it takes so long for them to release new Valkyries into Elysian Realm, is because Elysia's stigmas are very, very good. But they're specifically tailored into adding new mechanics for the Valkyrie they put in Elysian Realm. But, I don't really want to spoil, but Elysian Realm is basically revolving around the Flame Chasers. And yes, I just started using my mouse. I don't care. It is very difficult to use the keys. I think I'm gonna plug my controller in and try that one time. And you definitely want to get someone like Fuhua's that it straight up increases your damage as well. Fuhua's Stigmas are very, very good. I know a lot of people are like, eh. But the more you don't get hit, so very good for especially like archers or long-ranged attackers like Fischl and Raven. And, you know, Aponia, Mobius, Hersher of Reason, Silverwing, especially because they don't get hit very often. The more you don't get hit, the more damage you do, up to 40 stacks, I think. Yes, please. So the red doors means it's a boss room, and I know I'm talking like I know what it sounds like. I'm talking to a bunch of beginners. I know most people who are going to watch Honkai stuff isn't going to be beginners, but I know a lot of my viewers specifically do not play Honkai or aren't very far in Honkai, so that's kind of why I'm explaining stuff. I hope you guys don't mind. My phone's almost dead. That is not ideal. It's fine. But if you guys want me to play more Honkai, I can stream it and stuff too. I just didn't know, I guess not how well it would be received. I know most people on my channel are here for like Genshin or Persona. Oh, the reduced cooldown. This is the one that's really, really good. I know. Please stop telling me. I don't know why it told me twice. And Infinite M, because it's the one you unlock after beating Mobius. Alright, so we have a decent amount of coins saved up, and now we can go to the shop. This is probably the main thing I wanted to show you. So, or not the main thing, but like the last thing. Pardophilia. Yeah. I really don't know how to say her name, and I feel like that's really bad, because especially if you elemental damage bonus, elemental breach bonus, very nice. Especially if you're caught up with the story. You know why it's so bad that I can't pronounce her name. Ooh, more SP, very nice. More elemental damage, the more SP you have, very good. More damage. So in the shop you can also change your supports and stuff out. Say if you got all the Elysian sigils, you don't really need this anymore, you can switch it out. Which is very hard to do, by the way. Getting their cores, I think you get their cores after visiting their room like 3 times. Getting as many cores as possible is probably what you really want to do. Cores are probably how you're going to get most of your damage. Look at the little butterfly, like the Elysian butterfly. That's probably one of my favorite things they added for Elysian Realm. So you don't have to just stand there doing the weapon attack. And that's why, like I said, I definitely think it takes so long for them to release new Valkyries into Elysian Realm. But Hersher of the Void is coming in Elysian Realm. I really hope they unnerf her. Because if you guys don't know, Hersher of the Void used to be one of the best units in the game. Mainly because if she was in her Hersher form, her ultimate did insane damage. But then I think around like 4.0, they were like, alright, we have a couple of Hershers now. We want the other Hersher to do as much damage. I think Hersher of Reason, she was way better than Hersher of the Void, of course, because she came out like a year later. And then Hersher of Thunder came out and she was also, but people were still using Hersher of the Void too. I don't know why they nerfed her ult, but they did. And it basically didn't decrease its damage, but it decreased its hits. So I think it did like 20 hits before, and now it only does like 12. So that drastically like dropped its damage, making her kind of suck. ultimate evasion, triggering bonus. Okay. Gotta get that chest. Ooh, another Aponia room. Very nice. Getting the Eden ones are very good too, just because it usually increases SP and also it increases your damage depending on how much SP you have. Come on, this. And then we'll pop the ult. And we'll try and beat Aponia. With Aponia. I don't think I've actually tried with Aponia before. I feel like Aponia is probably the only one who could really easily beat herself. Because the Aponia boss spends a lot of time in the air. Full damage, very nice. Yeah, we'll go that one. I don't think I used that one before. Yeah, that's the good one. Man, I want to get some more Fuhua stuff. Because I want Fuhua's core. Depending on what kind of Valkyrie you're using, if you're using like an elemental Valkyrie, or you're using a long range Valkyrie, I would definitely go with Vivid Illusion for Fuhua. Man, there's so many names in the Elysian realm. It takes me a minute sometimes. I'm sorry. But if you're doing a more physical Valkyrie, especially like Flame Scion, who loses HP, I would go for the other one. Total damage taken decreased, I guess. Yeah, Vivid Illusion. Vivid, not Illusion. I don't know why I thought it was Illusion. Now we'll go to the shop. Calphus' stigmas are pretty good too. They mark the enemies, and the marked enemies get burned or cursed. They take damage over time, basically. Ooh, more Elysia. Triggering ultimate evasion, which doesn't really happen. Using weapon. Let's get Calphus. That blue dark, I think, was pretty good. That's physical and elemental. Okay, I saw the physical. I was like, maybe not. All right, let's go. I'm trying to make this snappy, but at the same time, I'm also trying to explain everything. It's for like newcomers. But now make them explode. Yeah, you can see all the buffs were accumulating. Those are all those stigmas doing their work. Sigils? It could be very possible that I'm using the wrong name for the buffs. But I can't really remember what they're called, so I'm gonna say they're stigmas. Ugh, I love you, Elysia, so much. Oh, we're almost done with Elysia. It's gonna give us another one? Oh, very nice. We got all the Elysias. Very nice. Right before the boss room. Well, not the final boss, but you go to the shop, then you go to the like final stage boss, and then you pick a boss, I'm pretty sure. Alright, boost elemental breach. I think that's the only one I can afford. I might be able to upgrade one. Yeah, there you go. Boost the Valkyrie support damage. It's always nice. Oh, and the Mobius boss. That is such a fun fight too. Not so much if you're using a lightning type Valkyrie though. I don't know, guys. Do you like seeing rain the whole time now that we're playing video games and stuff? We're gonna be starting another game on the channel soon too. It's gonna be usually in the form of videos though. It'll be like an actual like let's play where I'll just post videos. See, and then this one is the ones where you get to pick the boss, the Elysian boss, the Mobius boss. I'm gonna butcher his name, so I'm not gonna say it, or the Aponia boss. We're gonna try the Aponia boss, even though I haven't actually beat her yet. So, hopefully today's the day. I usually try to beat her on the 1.7. This is actually kind of like an easier version of her. And will probably be fairly easy to beat. Unfortunately. Yeah, we got through our first stage like way faster than we should have. She's so pretty. I love Aponia. Ugh. I love Aponia. This is why I made her. Stop running away from me. Feel my lightning. Oh, she's almost dead already. Yeah, we went way too easy on this. I think we actually, if we would have got the same like stigmas that we did this time, we probably would have been able to beat her on 1.7. I honestly think that. I shouldn't have been a coward. I should have just tried. And then, of course, you get to claim the rewards, which is 280 gems and a bunch of other stuff that I don't have time to explain. Actually, I do, but we're not going to. So yeah, that's the Elysian realm. It's a lot of fun. Then you can go to the shop and you can use those coins you just got from doing stuff and trade it in for stuff. Thank you. Yeah, it's like a really easy way to upgrade those Valkyries. I wish they would add more to those boxes, because I'm going to have these 3 maxed like way too fast. Claim that. This is a really nice stigma, by the way. And I know it's physical damage, but just look at the art. Ugh. Someone can upgrade it. Yeah, she's almost SSS already. Man. Oh, by the way, guys, I got Bella. I pulled thinking, I don't know, because Bella usually, like the dragon fight usually attacks with ice. So I assumed she was an ice type elf, so I pulled for her. And I got 2 of her in the same pool, which is why she is, how do I look at that? Skills? Level? Yeah, which is why she's 3-star. I got really lucky. Or are they already? No, because Durandal is only 2-star, yeah. So of course, I have another 3-star elf that's lightning, and I don't think I'll ever have to use. She's just not as good as Klein, and it sucks because she's so cute. Klein is too, though. I love Klein, but Klein is also very good, and every time you use Klein, you can instantly do your QE, CE, whatever, your switch in move. If they're a lightning type Valkyrie. Bella, I think, actually has decent synergy with Aponia, actually. More of a ranged style of fighting. But her support's just not as good. Unfort. Of course you should do the Memorial Arena, but that's like a weekly thing. You have all week to go in. You have 5 attempts a day, and there's like 15 rounds. So if you beat every round that day from 3 bosses, there's 3 bosses, each of them have 5 rounds. You can beat a boss a day. You can really get done within 3 days. but they give you a week. So, in case you don't play every day. It's pretty nice. We're actually really close to getting the next Eden Stigma, so we're actually going to do this as well. And I could team up with people, but I don't need to, so I'm going to fight alone. And we actually are going to try Eden on the computer for the first time, because I need to learn how to use her on the computer if we're going to keep playing on the computer. Yeah, I really like Eponia's rotations too. She is a main DPS who is never on the field. Well, she's always on the field, I guess you should say, but you never have to play as her too. I spend most of my time playing as Eden. Let me switch in and do, oh no, bukus of damage with Eponia, because Eponia is best. As you can see, my phone's getting really close to dying, which is how Rain is here. I could actually set him up in other ways, but the phone is the easiest way, so that's the way I've been doing it. And then this is the normal rewards, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you get these cards from, oh my god, stop telling me, I know! Which allow you to get a lot more. So, I'm actually gonna end it, just because my phone is like, about to like, crap out, so. I was gonna see how far away I was from getting that stigma real quick though. Supply. It's so hard to remember sometimes. Stigma. This one. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty close. So I actually... So 8. I actually think I'll get it if I just do it a couple more. If I just use my other 5 attempts. Alright. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed just seeing my account kind of on Honkai. We will be doing more videos for Honkai. I might actually just make another video, maybe tomorrow or the next day, of us just going through some of the events. Us just playing the events. Because I have 9 days left to do this one, and I feel like I should do it soon. Because there's some really good rewards. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and it's been Rain, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!